Hello students, welcome to my English class. So in my last video, I discussed the first two paragraphs of the lesson, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So in those two paragraphs, we came to know how Shehnai, the musical instrument, the reeded instrument, how it came into being, how it was introduced in the royal court, and that it was different from a pungi, and it was played only in the temples and weddings, as it was considered to be auspicious, that is, that it brings good fortune. And it was named Shehnai because it was first introduced by a Nai. Nai means a Baba, and it was played as it was played in the Shah's chamber, so the name came into being, that is Shehnai. So previously it was played in the royal courts and in the temples and in weddings, but slowly it came into the classical stage, that is, it was introduced as a Shastriya Sangeet, and the credit of bringing the Shehnai as a musical instrument to the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan, that is Maestro Bismillah Khan. So let's go to the next paragraph. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. So as a child, Bismillah Khan used to play Gilli Danda beside a pond, which is the pond was near an ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. Now, what is a Gilli Danda? So Gilli Danda is played mostly in the villages of India, and now still you'll find playing in the slum areas, in the cities. Now, what is the game? To play this game, one needs a long round stick, which is the danda, and the danda is as long as a baseball bat, or you can say a cricket bat, and the gilli is a short stick which has tapered ends, and the danda is used to flick the short gilli into the air, and then it is hit again by the danda, and it travels to a maximum distance. So this is how it is played. So he would regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. Okay, so Bismillah Khan, he regularly used to go to a nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita. Now, what is a Chaita? So Chaita is a semi-classical song sung in the month of Chaita, and generally the songs are on Lord Rama. So Bismillah Khan used to sing this Chaita, and at the end of his performance he would earn a big laddu, and the weight of the laddu was 1.25 kilo. It's quite big, and this was given as a prize by the local Maharaja. So this happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. So this little boy, he grew up and he played so well, he performed so well, and he just rose high to get the civilian award in India, the highest civilian award, and that is the Bharat Ratna. So civilian award is the Ohamoric Bota. So let's go to the fourth paragraph. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. So Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916 and he was born to a family of musicians, a very well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His father, Rasul Baks Khan, was the SHEHNAI Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's court. So his grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the main SHEHNAI player of the court of the king of Bhojpur. His father, Paigambar Baks, and other paternal ancestors were also great SHEHNAI players. So his father's name was Paigambar Baks. His father and also all his paternal ancestors, that is, paternal means belonging to his father's family, were all great SHEHNAI players of their time. Now let's move on to the fifth paragraph. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the SHEHNAI. Bismillah started learning music at a very young age, very early age. At the age of 3, when he was 3 years old, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house. Maternal uncle means one's mother's brother. Maternal uncle, whom we call Mamaji or Mama. And then again, paternal uncle means the brother of one's father, whom we call Chachaji in Hindi, Chacha, and Khura or Dodaido in Assamese. So at the age of 3, Bismillah Khan's mother took him to his Mama's place, that is maternal uncle's place, which was in Benares and now which is known as Varanasi. So Bismillah Khan was fascinated. Fascinated means strongly attracted. He was he was interested when he watched his uncles practice the SHEHNAI. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Benares, where Baks was employed to play the SHEHNAI. So Bismillah's maternal uncle, whose name was Ali Baks, he was employed as a SHEHNAI player in the Vishnu temple of Benares. And when his uncle went to play the SHEHNAI in the Vishnu temple, Bismillah always used to accompany him. Ali Baks would play the SHEHNAI and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. So while Ali Baks played the SHEHNAI, Bismillah would sit for long hours, for a very long time without stopping, and he would just he was charmed by the playing of SHEHNAI by his uncle. That is, he was captivated. That is, he was very much charmed. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. So slowly, he too started getting lessons on the playing of the SHEHNAI, and he would just sit for hours throughout the day for practicing the SHEHNAI. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya and the banks of Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts, where he could practice in solitude. So, after he started learning the SHEHNAI, for years he would visit frequently these places, that is the temple of Balaji, Mangala Maya, and also the banks of Ganga, which became this young apprentice, that is the young learner's favorite visits, where he could practice in solitude. So these were the places which where people visited rarely, and so he started practicing in those places, being alone. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. So the flowing waters of Ganga, the sound of the flowing waters, the sweet sound of the flowing waters, it improvised or improved his playing, his practicing of the Shehnai, and the flowing waters of the Ganga also helped him to invent new ragas. And these ragas, which were previously, it was thought that it couldn't be played in the Shehnai, as it was thought to be beyond the range of Shehnai. People thought that these ragas could never be played in the Shehnai, but Bismillah, he improved the Shehnai to that level that it could play the ragas. And now, what is a raga? The raga is based on the notes, the swaras. So each ragas has the 7 swaras, that is lower sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa, that is the upper. Actually the swaras, there are 6 swaras, but it starts from sa and ends to the upper sa. So the ragas are based on these swaras, and it is one of the basis of Indian classical music. So now let's go to the 6th paragraph. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. So when Bismillah was 14 years old, he went along with his uncle to the musical conference which was in Allahabad. At the end of his recital means performance, Ustad Faiz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." So in this music conference, Bismillah also played, and hearing his recital, Ustad Faiz Khan, he patted on the young boy's back. Patted means this way. This is called pat, to pat. And then what did Ustad Faiz Khan say? Work hard and you shall make it. So if you work hard, one day you will be a great Shehnai player. With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, so All India Radio was opened in Lucknow in 1938, came Bismillah's big break. So this was a great break for Bismillah, where he was given a chance to play. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio, and from then on, Bismillah Khan frequently played in the Allahabad radio, and his playing was often heard on the radio by the people during that time. Let's move on to the paragraph number 7. When India gained independence on 15 August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. So we all know that India gained independence on 15 August 1947. It was Bismillah Khan who was the famous Shehnai player who greeted the audience, the nation, by playing his Shehnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. So on that day, he played from his heart, and he played one of the famous ragas, that is Rag Kafi, which has beautiful notes in it, and he played it from the Red Fort to an audience, and among the audience was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who gave his famous speech, that is Tryst with Destiny. So we have discussed 5 paragraphs today. I hope you have understood. But before summing up, I would like to discuss something with you, which generally again you get confused with, the uses of some words which is used as noun and also as a verb. And the word which I'm going to discuss with you is the word practice. So it's in the 5th paragraph, where we find Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the SHEHNAI. So this word practice, it is used as a verb here, but we have a similar word which has a similar pronunciation, that is practice, which we also pronounce it as practice, but it is a noun. So let's see the difference here. Students, the word practice, practice, and practice, practise, sound the same, except that one is spelled with a C and the other with an S, but their meanings are different. Let's see the word practice. Practice is a noun, the act of doing something regularly to improve a skill. For example, it's common practice to check your spelling before submitting an assignment. So here practice is used as a noun. It's common practice, a noun. Let's see practice, practise. It sounds the same. So here practice is a verb, that is to do something regularly to improve your skill. For example, I will practice my spelling. So here practice, I will practice. Practice is a verb. So we can take some more examples. For example, you will get better with practice. You will get better with practice. So here again, practice is a noun. You will get better with practice. She practices music regularly. She practices music regularly. Here, practices is a verb, since it shows to do something. But here, practice is an act of doing something. So, is it clear? I hope you have understood these paragraphs that we have discussed today. So in my next video, I will explain and discuss with you the remaining paragraphs of the lesson the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. I hope you have understood whatever I have explained and discussed with you, and so hope to meet you again in my next video. Until then, bye.